As the sun shines on all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of? Ever?
Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to Locks Lux Lifestyle. If you enjoy lock content, if you enjoy lifestyle content, and if you enjoy self-help and self-development content, then make sure you hit that subscribe button because I do a little of all of that. And to all of my returning viewers, hey y'all. So welcome back to another vlog. Today is Monday and it is a little afternoon. I just finished making me a smoothie for lunch. It's Monday. If y'all been keeping up with my vlogs, I started intermittent fasting at the beginning of this month, and then every Monday I do a liquid fast. I was a little disappointed because last Monday was rough. So far since I've been doing the liquid fast on Mondays, usually, you know, I get a little hunger pains throughout the day, just like normal stuff. But last Monday, I was this close to wanting to go in the kitchen and make me some real food. But I didn't give in. And then I was like, okay, I only got one more Monday left. I can do it. Then I looked on the calendar and I was like, oh my God, the 31st is a Monday. So I thought today was going to be my last day with the liquid fast. But it turns out next Monday is my last day. So here we are. So far today I'm doing good. Fingers crossed it can stay that way. But yes, I just made me a smoothie and I showed you guys everything I put in it. It's okay. As you guys can see, I added a couple of green juices to it, and the So Light, I like that one with the chlorophyll and everything. I like that one, but that other pressed green juice that I had, it was terrible. I opened that one and I was trying to drink it, but it was bad. So I had to like mix it with other stuff, but I wanted to get rid of it, so that's why I made me a smoothie and added it to it. I could still taste that green one in here, but it's a little more tolerable since I added like the bananas and berries and stuff like that. But yeah, bone apple tea. This is lunch today. So if you have been keeping up with my vlogs, then you know for the month of January, I've been dedicating every weekly vlog to working on a new habit since we are in the new year, and I had some things that I wanted to change about myself, be more disciplined in XYZ. So every week I implement something new while continuing what I did the previous week. So week 1, we implementing fasting and diet change, and then week 2, we worked on getting dressed every day, being intentional and being more present in the way that we present ourselves every day. Last week was a maintenance week, so I did my hair, got my nails done, all that kind of stuff, like a self-care week mainly. And now we are in week 4, and so we are still working on all those things while incorporating something new. So for week 4, I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do for this week. So basically for this week, we're going to be kind of recalibrating, because although I've been doing a good job at keeping up with at being disciplined with my fasting, last week I did have a few days where I kind of like all weekend I ate kind of bad, and then yesterday, which was Sunday, I just felt really bloated. So yeah, kind of recalibrating, getting things back in order, seeing what's working, what's not working, making adjustments where needed. And then I also wanted to do kind of like some decluttering and purging this week. You know, if you want new things in your life, and like I said, it's a new year and it's a lot of new things that I'm praying for and wanting to usher into my life. So I have to make space for that. So I'm going to be decluttering. And then the other thing that I'm working on this week, so at first I was going to do like a social media detox, just like we kind of have to detox our bodies from bad things. You know, sometimes you got to detox your mind, your mental, and things like that. However, I feel like I've done social media detoxes in the past where I kind of delete all of my social media apps off my phone. And when I've done that in the past, it was mainly because I was struggling like mentally, or just like dealing with unhappiness and things like that, and I knew that social media would be a trigger for that. This time I'm not really in that mindset. I think over the years I've really learned how to use social media responsibly, if that's what you want to call it. In general, like when it comes to like my social media feed and things like that, I think I've done a good job at curating like my actual feed for things that are beneficial to me or things that I enjoy, and I'm not really consuming a lot of things that trigger me or make me resentful or jealous or anything like that. So for the most part, I don't really struggle with social media, like in a sense of following different pages and feeling inadequate and stuff like that, because I've learned how to curate my feed for what feeds me or what I enjoy. But what I do want to work on is the amount of time I spend on social media, the amount of time I like scroll on my phone and things like that. Because if you got an iPhone sends you like weekly insights of how much time you spend on your phone every time you pick up your phone, what apps you most use, all of that. And so when I see that, sometimes I be like, ooh, I spent all that time on my phone this week. Like, what could I do with those X amount of hours that I spent on my phone throughout the day? This week we are working on just not touching the phone, living more in the present, being able to fill my day with other things. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with like using social media and things like that, but you definitely need a balance. It's good to be like mindful of how often you're doing it, and then the reasons you're doing it, because a lot of us, we be addicted to it. And I know sometimes I do too. Like, you know, you ever just pick up your phone and you really don't have a reason for picking up your phone, but you just pick it up. You didn't think about going on Instagram or whatever, and all of a sudden you just click on it and you're like, why did I do that? I didn't even want to be on this app right now. And that's because we do it so mindlessly. And so I'm trying to work on that. I have like a lot of bad habits with my phone. I'm the type of person where like when I'm in the bed, I don't even have to have the TV on, but like if I'm just laying around, like it's just second nature to grab my phone and scroll. So there's a lot of times where like I fall asleep with the phone in the bed, just because before like while I'm laying down, I'm on my phone and then I fall asleep with it. So I'm like focusing on like just not even using my phone in the bed. So, like last night I did watch some TV, but I made sure I kept my phone on my nightstand, because sometimes I'll have my phone and I'll turn on the TV, and it's like, girl, choose one. So I did that. And then this morning, so I intentionally set my alarm earlier so that I can have time to just lay in the bed and get myself together before I actually have to get up. Usually like I would pick up my phone, scroll through it, check my emails, check my work emails, see what work gonna be like for the day. I'll get on Instagram and scroll, but I didn't do that. I put on my Bible app and I just let that play, and I just laid in bed and listened to that. And by the time that went off, it was almost time for me to get up anyways. So this morning so far we've been doing good, but other than that, I haven't really been on my phone. I haven't been on Instagram, and I might get on it a little bit just to post some content, but as far as like just mindless scrolling, I haven't done any of that. So this week I really want to focus on like really planning my days out and filling them with stuff that I don't do mindlessly. I think a lot of us use like social media and our phones as a crutch because we really don't have anything to do, or we feel like we don't have anything to do, or we're trying to avoid stuff that we need to do. And so I'm gonna try to figure out things that can keep me occupied. This intro was kind of longer than I wanted it to be, but that's what we're doing for the week. It's probably almost 1. Oh, it's after 1. Okay, I gotta go clock back in for work. So it is a little later in the evening. It's like a little after 5 and I'm getting ready to start dinner. So like I said, one of the things we're working on in this week's vlog is recalibrating. I think it's really important that if you decide to make any lifestyle changes, if you are trying to get disciplined in any area, you have to do like check-ins with yourself. At least for me, I feel like if I don't check in to see like what's going right, what's not going right, what needs improvement, what needs to be tweaked, like obviously when you're making lifestyle changes, there's gonna be like hiccups, but if they go unnoticed or unchecked for too long, it's really easy to lose motivation. I feel like once you lose motivation, you're gonna start getting frustrated, and then once you get frustrated, you're going to basically give up. So with that being said, this fasting, so I originally started to do this, it was just supposed to be for the month of January, and now that we are in the last week of January, I've been trying to see like if I want to continue or whatnot. The intermittent fasting has been going good for the most part. I'm really enjoying doing that, but this liquid fast once a week, it gotta go. The first 2 weeks was good, and then last week, I don't know, well, it was a shift, and last week I really struggled. And so I'm gonna finish out the month because I made a commitment to do it, but going forward, and the reason I really want to give it up is because last week I kind of had an off week when it came to eating. So Monday just ended up being really hard last week, and I feel like because of that, I kept giving myself like little cheat moments. I was like, okay, I made it through Monday, and since Monday was so hard, I'ma cheat a little bit on this day, I'ma cheat a little bit on this day. And even though I was in like my eating windows, I wasn't eating as clean. And I feel like when you go too long, I don't want to say depriving yourself, but I guess it is depriving yourself, it's easy to binge. And I feel like that's what I did last week. Because I struggled on Monday, I was kind of binging the rest of the week. So I'm gonna finish the rest of the month out. I'm gonna try to do the intermittent fasting for as long as I can. I think what I may do is like start doing like maybe 2 weeks on, 1 week off, and that'll kind of keep me balanced. So when I do feel the urge to not want to do it, I don't end up binging on other stuff because I've been depriving myself. So I think I might do that if the intermittent fasting starts to cause an issue too. Yeah, that's that. It's Monday, so I'm gonna eat this soup for dinner. So I'm about to make that now. I'm gonna try to make this French onion soup for dinner. I found a recipe, and I don't know if I'll get back on camera today. So if I don't, Tuesday morning. Ooh, just been working for the most part this morning, but again this week we are working on better utilizing our time. Work has been kind of slow so far this morning, and usually when work gets slow, that's when I'll pull out my phone, start scrolling on Instagram, just doing a bunch of nothing. So since I have a little downtime, I definitely wanted to maximize it as much as I can. I'm actually getting ready to listen to this podcast. I used to listen to this podcast all the time, like a few years ago. In general, I used to like really listen to like podcasts, especially when I was like working in the office. Like if I'm at my desk working, like I'll put my AirPods in and listen to something. And I'm at the gym, I'll listen to it. And one of my favorite podcasts that I used to listen to regularly is the Blessed and Bossed Up podcast with Tatum Tamia. I feel like I've talked about her podcast in other videos. And then, I don't know, I guess when like the pandemic hit and I was in the house for a long time, I just wasn't listening to them frequently like that. But a couple of weeks ago, I don't know, I just randomly turned it on. I don't know what intrigued me to listen to it, but a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, I haven't listened to a podcast in a while. And so I listened to one of them. And I've been getting kind of hooked again. So I'm about to listen to the one she just posted this week. And I usually take notes when I listen to it too, because she gives a lot of good information. So the podcast is a faith-based podcast. However, the target audience in the faith-based is like entrepreneurs. But even if you aren't an entrepreneur, I feel like she still gives you a lot of good tips, and it incorporates business and God essentially. So here is the podcast right here if any of you are interested. This week's title is Winning the Victory Over Yourself. So we're gonna see what that's about. I think she also recently started doing YouTube too, so all these podcasts you can also watch on YouTube. But yeah, let me play this.
And so God was pleased with what I was doing, but I was upset because I wasn't seeing what I wanted to see. And that was another instance where I had to pull myself back. And this podcast is called Winning the Victory Over Yourself. So I'm starting with this story. I didn't even mean to tell all of that, but I have to let the Holy Spirit flow. A part of winning the victory over yourself is identifying where you are the one getting in God's way. Because sometimes it's not even about an external enemy. Winning the victory over yourself means mastering the enemy within you. The enemy that makes you feel insecure about being on the mic. The enemy that makes you feel like you're not skinny enough, pretty enough, don't do makeup well enough, outfits aren't fancy enough, life isn't luxurious enough, apartment isn't looking like all of these beautiful luxury places you're seeing on TikTok, and so you're allowing all of these things to stop you from showing up where and how God wants you to show up. And so mastering yourself is a huge part of what you're called to do. The test don't stop when you reach a certain level of success.
Oh, don't.
I was talking, people think that when you get the money and you get the impact of the listeners or whatever it is you're measuring your success after, people think when you get to that place that the warfare stops, or that the level of obedience and relentlessness that you need to pursue God somehow stops, but it really doesn't.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause just right here, just because, you know, God be confirming stuff and you don't even realize it. So like she was just speaking, how a lot of people think that once you kind of reach a certain level of success, or once you kind of reach or acquire whatever it is, according to like the world's standards, that you don't deal with issues. And I recently posted a video, one of my chit chat videos, where I titled it The Truth About Manifesting. And in that video, if you haven't watched it, I'm gonna link it here for you to go watch it. But in that video, I told you guys in that video how the last 2 years, I probably touched more money than I have ever touched up until this point in my life. Because I declared I'm gonna touch some more. But I touched more money in these last 2 years than I have. And prior to that, I remember praying and getting things in order, trying to improve myself so that I would be in a position to do that. And once I had the money, I felt like I was the saddest that I have ever been. And And not because of the money, but it was just other outside factors. So just because you acquire the things that you want or the things that society says you should have does not mean that everything's going to be peaches and cream. Does not mean that you don't have to consistently push forward. It doesn't mean that you don't have to still do personal checks, inventory checks. It doesn't mean that you have to stop praying. Like I feel like the more I do, and the more I grow in my faith, I feel like I have to fight twice as hard. Like, I remember just being younger, and not younger, but I remember just being new and really like getting into my walk and my journey. I was just really oblivious to a lot of things, and I don't know, there were just certain things that I could do that I felt like they didn't affect me, but like the more I go along, I feel like I have to work twice as hard. I have to be twice as mindful, because like the saying goes, when you know better, you do better. And I feel like I'm constantly like checking myself, like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Should I say this? Should I say this? Should I not say it? Like, I don't know. I just had to jump in, because when she said that, it just made me think of that video I just posted, and I'm like, that is the truth. Like, the higher you go, the more you're gonna have to deal with. And I'm not saying that there aren't any blessings or benefits in your growth, but just know that literally it's just the beginning and you just getting started. Okay, let me press play.
Everything was seemingly good, but I wasn't happy with certain metrics. And people think that once you're out of like the struggle and you're into more of a calm season, that same fire and relentlessness that you have towards God is going to get let up, but it can't. Because even when things are seemingly going well, you still have to keep yourself in check. I do like a self-evaluation every week. So on usually Thursdays, I sit down and I pretty much do a little SWOT analysis. Like, what did I do right this week? What did I do wrong? And not in a self-deprecating way, but a way that I can be self-aware and course correct any habits or things that may be steering me in the wrong direction. Because I don't think we fail or succeed drastically. It's just an accumulation of small decisions. And so, for me,
I gotta pause it again, y'all. Because you guys know I always talk about how I struggle with like self-doubt, and like I'll make plans to do something and then like I'll talk myself out of it, or I'll be like, you know, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. All of that. Like, you guys know, all of my vlogs this month, they have had a clear theme, and so I really wanted to do it again. And even though I just told you guys what the theme is, like in my mind I still kept feeling like that's not a good enough theme. Like, how am I going to create content around that theme for this vlog? In last night's clip, I was telling you guys the importance of just kind of checking in with yourself, especially when you're making like life changes. When it comes to this video, sometimes my ideas, I always doubt them, and then you hear somebody else say the exact same thing you were thinking, and you'd be like, what the heck? And this first time I heard this episode, just hearing her say that, it was just like, it was me. It was really like God just confirming that, no, keep doing what you're doing.
So if there's anything that you are believing in God for, you have to be unwilling to let up. And again, it's not just believing in Him for stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. You have to be unwilling to let up on your pursuit of holiness, of righteousness, to denying your flesh and feeding your spirit.
That was right on time. When I tell y'all that was right on time, I'm amazed. I recommend y'all go listen to the full thing. I started listening to this podcast in maybe 2018 and 2019, and I used to listen to it regularly. Between like 2020, 2021, I don't know what happened. We do know what happened. A lot of stuff was happening. And so, yeah, I don't know why I stopped listening to it. Like last year or 2020, when I would try to listen to it, it was just so much going on that I wasn't in a place to really receive what some of the messages were about. And I accept that it was just not I feel like a lot of the times we want. So yeah, my battery ended up dying earlier. Literally, that podcast today kind of touched on every thought I've had this month. All the themes and stuff I've been like building my content on this last month. Like that podcast touched on all of it. And so yes, I just want to say that podcast was right on time. I recommend going to listen to the full thing if you're interested. But now it's a little later in the afternoon. Just working, made me some lunch, and now here we are, and I'm trying to keep my productivity up. So what I'm getting ready to work on now, I'm getting ready to record some videos for my second channel. So if you guys don't know, I do have a second channel, Relax, Restore, Rebuild. And basically on that channel, I just do like daily affirmations, and I read Bible scriptures. It's more so just things for you to listen to in your spare time that's going to help with encouragement and things of that nature. I have a couple of like white noise videos for just like background noise and stuff for when you're praying or when you're sleeping or when you're studying and things like that. So I have been neglecting that channel, but one of my goals this year is to create content on that channel more regularly. So it's been a minute since I posted over there, and I decided I wanted to wait until February to start posting just because I had kind of fell off. So I wanted to do some bulk recording right now. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've been on my computer finding like graphics and videos to use. In those videos I usually do like something kind of relaxing and calming. So I've been finding videos for that. Not my laptop freezing. For my scriptures, obviously they come from the Bible. You know, I'll have certain scriptures that I'll Google like scriptures for healing or something like that, and then I'll find a scripture or a passage and I do like that. For my affirmations, I have an affirmation jar, and so it's just a jar full of like handwritten affirmations that I have wrote. So I just selected 5, and I'm probably going to create a video using those 5, and I'll select another 5. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Probably spend like an hour just recording some videos, and then I'm probably, what time is it? Yeah, spend about an hour recording some videos, and then I'm going to work out later. So that's what I'm doing, if my computer will get it together. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. The decrees of the Lord are perfect and trustworthy. Psalms 19, verses 7 through 14, New Living Translation. The decrees of the Lord are perfect and trustworthy. Psalms 19, verses 7 through 14, New Living Translation. Cleanse me from these hidden faults. Cleanse me from these hidden faults. Keep your servant from deliberate sins. Don't let them control me, then I will be free of guilt and innocent of great sin. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing to you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. The instructions of the Lord are perfect, reviving the soul. The decrees of the Lord are trustworthy, making wise the simple. The commandments of the Lord are right, bringing joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are clear, giving insight for the living. Reverence for the Lord is pure, lasting forever. Daily affirmations for daily improvement. Daily affirmations for daily improvement. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. I will not resist them. I will let reality be reality. I am courageous to take risks, to go after my dreams. In order to do something I've never done, I have to be someone I've never been. I believe it's worth it. Hey you guys, just checking back in. Today is Friday. I actually have not been on camera in a couple of days. Yeah, it's just been a really chill week, honestly. Like I told you guys, one of the things I'm working on this week, less phone time, I don't want to say less electronics because I have been on my laptop, but usually when I'm on my laptop it's because I'm working on something. But I have been kind of just taking a break from like just electronics and stuff like that this week, and so I just feel like I haven't picked up my camera that much since like the last time you seen me. So like I said, it's Friday. Yeah, I've just been chilling, vibing, but it's Friday. It's only like 10 o'clock in the morning. Work has been really slow this morning. Everything has just been kind of slow. So I wanted to start cleaning out my closet. I need to I try to go through my closet at least like once a quarter, and I moved about 4 or 5 months ago. How long have I been living here? Yeah, I think I moved like almost 5 months ago, and that was the last time like I did a really big declutter. But since we moved here, I could just I'm starting to see stuff pile up, and I don't want to get to a point where I feel like I have to do like a huge declutter. So yes, I'm gonna go through my closet, get rid of some stuff. Typically when I get rid of things, I'll create like a pile to donate or give away to family, and then some of like my newer stuff or stuff that's kind of more expensive, or things that I just haven't worn, I'll post it on my Poshmark to resell. So yeah, the rule of thumb that I typically use is if I haven't worn it in a year, get rid of it. And being the type of person I am, I shop frequently, so getting rid of things I've learned to just get rid of it. I feel like a year is a good marker because like now we're in January, and you know, some clothes are seasonal, so I can understand like I haven't worn any shorts since last summer. But if I get to the summer and I haven't if I didn't wear a pair of shorts last summer, then toss them out. So that's what I'm getting ready to do now. I actually already started a bin. Oh, also you guys, still out here getting dressed, just so y'all know. It's simple. I just got on like a little bodycon dress, and it's chilly, so I just put on this cardigan. But yeah, still out here trying to hold myself together. Them lashes came off within like 3-4 days. I wash my face twice a day, so once in the morning, once at night, and the eyelashes held up for the weekend, which was cool because now I know if like I'm going on a weekend trip or if I'm doing stuff all weekend, I more than likely will put those clusters on to carry me through the weekend. But like by Monday, my right eye, most of them have fell out, and that's because I sleep on my right side too. So I just wanted to give y'all an update on them lashes because they did not hold up. But yes, back to this closet and these clothes. So I already kind of started and this is probably going to be like stuff to donate or to give away to family. It's just a couple of blouses. It's really not that much, but I did kind of start already. I be trying to keep it organized and somehow it just doesn't stay that way. Oh, I have some jeans down here. So I have these jeans right here that I'm probably going to repost on my Poshmark. These are from Pretty Little Thing. So I've only worn these one time, and when I wore them, I could barely fit them. They are a size 6 in jeans. Yeah, it's a UK 10, which I think is a US 6. And I remember wanting these jeans so bad, and I've only worn them once. They have like the little split ends at the bottom. And yeah, I have not been able to get in these jeans since, and that was like last February. And in my ideal mind, I was gonna lose all this weight and be able to fit in the size 6 jeans again, but it ain't happening. So I'm gonna probably just get those or post those on my Poshmark. I have these pants that y'all seen me purchase in a recent try on haul, and I've tried to give these pants a try, but they just don't fit good and they're kind of big. This was a size 10, but because of the material, it fits kind of like soggy in like the crotch area. So I think I'm just going to, I don't know, every time I try to put an outfit together, it just, I don't know, I don't like it. So I think I'm gonna sell these too. I have these like bell bottom jeans. I think I'm gonna give these away. I've worn them a couple of times and they're okay. Like, they're cute, but I just find that they're not jeans that I gravitate towards very often. Let me see. I'm gonna give them away. Have another pair of jeans that still have the tag on them. These are from J-Lux label, and I purchased these, I feel like, right before I like really started to pick up weight, and so they're in a size medium, and I feel like they fit, but they're still a little tight, and they're kind of like, they're like an acid wash. They have the I think I showed these in the try on haul before too, and they have like the, what's this called, I can't think of the word, elastic at the ankles. And I think these are really cute jeans, but I don't know, I just feel like these require just like the right outfit and the right styling. I think I'm gonna keep these just for a little while longer. I think by the next time I do a purge, if I haven't worn them, then I'm gonna probably just resell them. These were a nice price. J-Lux label be kind of taxing on their stuff. I have this jacket here. This was actually given to me, and I feel like at the time I really liked it and I wanted it, but it's been sitting, I think, in my closet since last winter, or maybe it was like at the end of winter last year. Nonetheless, I have not worn it, but I don't think I'm ready to get rid of it, and I don't know why I haven't worn it, because now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is cute, but it's just been sitting here. I'm gonna hold on to this. I like this. I've worn this a few times, and I think it's really cute with just like a simple like white tank and jeans. I just haven't worn it in a while. And this is like cardigan, like it could be used as like a cardigan, kind of like this. I've kind of worn it like that before. I haven't worn it though in a while, but I don't think I'm quite ready to get rid of it. I think I'm gonna put it in like my vacation stuff. I got boxes and bins for like every occasion. I think I'm gonna put this with like my vacation stuff, because I think this would be cute as like a cover up or something like that. I don't think I would wear it anymore like as an actual cardigan, but I do think I want to keep it for just like a swimsuit cover up. Getting more into like summer dresses. This one can go. I've worn this a couple times. This one can go as well. I don't even think I probably can fit this one anymore. I've had this dress for a long time, but it's still one of my favorite like summertime dresses. I feel like I wear this one at least once every summer. And this one as well. It's like backless and just really casual, comfortable. I think I purchased these two maybe like back in 2015. And I still wear both of these like every summer. They both came from Lulu's. And I'm gonna keep these because I know I will wear them. This was another one of my infamous favorite maxi dresses, but I used to love this dress. This was another one I purchased maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. I think I'm gonna finally get rid of it because I haven't worn it and it's just taking up space. But this will definitely go down in history as one of my faves. I went through like a maxi dress phase where like all I wanted to wear was just like flowy maxi dresses. I also have this dress right here. This one was gifted to me. And I never had anywhere to wear it to. I kind of wanted to take some photos in it because it's been sitting in my closet for a minute now. And I think this is like a beautiful dress to do like a photo shoot in. I don't even know if I can fit it anymore. I might be able to squeeze in it. But yeah, I'm gonna just hold on to this for a little while longer. This is from, what's the brand? Privacy Please. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of them before. This is from Zara, or I'm gonna sell it. Still has the tag on it. That's crazy. It's just like a padded sleeve, like mini dress, but it's just really short. I don't know. Every time I tried to wear it, it was just too short. Well, I gotta clean this. It got deodorant. I'm definitely reselling this. I just showed y'all this in like 2 vlogs ago. That one dress from Boohoo that I still haven't worn. Every time I try to wear it, I don't like the way it looks. That gotta go. Another dress with a tag on it. This don't make no sense. This is a Fashion Nova dress. It's like a bandage dress, so it really sucks you in. I feel like I originally bought this because I thought it was gonna be longer, and I thought it would be like a nice just church dress, but I didn't realize how fitted it was gonna be. Then like the bottom front, it kind of dips up, and so I felt like I just never, it was too much definitely for church, so I never wore it, and it's just been sitting in my closet ever since. I think I'm gonna resell this. This is another Fashion Nova dress. For my 30th birthday, I had like the cheetah print theme, and so I was buying all of these like leopard cheetah dresses until I found one that I liked, and this is one of the ones that I purchased, and it didn't fit bad. It definitely just wasn't giving birthday, and since then it's just been sitting in my closet and I haven't worn it.
Some people really do be just self-hating.
Oh, self-hating. Who is self-hater?
Like, heck, a heart. Now this girl, she gonna say, why the F? She gonna say, it's Charlie Tammy daughter or Walker daughter, and then blah blah blah. And then she was like, okay, so why her hair so nappy then?
Ooh.
If Tammy's so mixed, what? And then somebody was like, oh, the one her baby daddy probably. And she was like, hell no, just imagine a Mexican having a baby by a black person coming out with black people hair. You gonna know something ain't right if y'all say so though. What?
That's why I don't be on the internet, because people are really ignorant.
She's still a black girl though, so what type of hair did you expect her to have?
That was really weird and unnecessary.
Somebody said that weird man almost wasted Megan Good prime years. Ain't no way she's seeing heaven.
Wait, they said what?
That weird man.
What weird man?
Her ex-husband, but honestly.
Who ex-husband?
Megan Good. Sharmel P.
You just said that weird man.
I said that weird. I can't talk. I'm very hoarse. Okay, I give up.
See what I talk about. But wait, why they say Devon ain't making it into the gates?
Because he almost wasted Megan Good prime year. But I was like,
Megan Good ain't no spring chicken.
oh no, she's not coming out.
You said what?
I'm about to die on the hill of feminism.
Who, you? In regards to me?
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, what is that?
I didn't call her old. I'm just saying, like, her prime years. She was.
I mean, 40 is like, when you get to 40, it's kind of, you know.
You said it's kind of different?
Just don't have kids. Go have kids. If you have kids at 15, 40 is like your best time. You gonna be alright.
Would you wear this? I'm gonna hold on to this just for a little longer. It hasn't been a full year since I had this. You like this one?
I can't see. Oh, I do like that one. I like the detailing.
You want it?
No. I'm not feeling denim skirts for that. I don't know.
Well, I'll keep it because I'm gonna be a hoochie this summer. Look, I'm a hoochie.
Yeah, look at the body. Look at the body. Look at what his gift is.
So you're the worst person to give clothes to sometimes.
Why?
Because, like, are you 20 yet?
I'm about to be.
I was trying to be a hoochie at 20, and I be trying to give you my hoochie clothes, and you're just so modest.
No, it's not that I'm modest. It's not that I'm modest. Some things I just can't get into. I don't know. I feel like celebrities do have something to lose. So it's like you could think about that, but it's also like, don't the victims have something to lose too?
even though the celebrities have something to lose, they also have power a lot of times in those situations. So that's why I rarely put it past them, because we all have that potential.
That's what I'm saying. Like, celebrities have something to lose, but like the victims always have something to lose too, and they always are like gaslit by the media, depending on their appearance, depending on how the celebrity looks, but it's not really far-fetched.
Yeah, I don't put it past none of them, because even I just think about our own inabilities. Like, how many times, just think of a kid, their parents tell them not to eat out of the cookie jar, and in a split second, if it's no one around, they'll go and grab a cookie because there's no one around. So that's minor, but I say that because we all have those instances. So imagine if you have power and you have the potential to get away with a lot of stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to get away with. And you're also Chris Brown.
Yeah, I don't even think it just has to do with their power. It's just like, if you're you know?
But regardless, in most cases, when it comes to sexual assault, it is always a power thing, and the reason why it happens. The reason a lot of people get away, or the reason why they act on those, is because of a power difference. It's rare that a will somebody who they feel like is their equal and can take them on. A lot of times when...
No, I feel like it's I don't think it's just that, because I think it's that they try to impose their power, but like they don't do it just because they see people as less than them. They do it so they can see people as less than them or beneath them. Like, not because they're people who are already lower than them, because like, yeah, they can do that and get away with it because of their power, but like, this just kind of further asserts that like, you're beneath me, and no matter what I do to you, you just have to take it. Which is kind of what you're saying, but like, it kind of sounded like you were saying kind of like they do it because they are already like powerful, and like they're not doing it to their equals. But I feel like
but I mean, power is subjective though. It's just like if an adult is and they have a certain level of authority over a child, which is why they can get away with it. A lot of the times when it comes to it's a power difference. It's a power struggle, and the reason why they act on certain stuff.
What I'm saying?
What'd you say? Oh, I forgot to put those sweaters in there.